Hi, it's Read Aloud Saturday, and today I decided to read from a chapter book. It's a chapter book for young readers, maybe second, third, fourth grade. It's a series called My Weirdest School. Some of you that are older might have read My Weirdest School before, and some of you that are younger may be looking for a chapter book to read, and this is a perfect series for you. It's funny and also at your reading level. Okay, this one's called Mr. Cooper is Super, and most of these books are by an excellent author named Dan Gutman. Look up in the sky. Chapter 1. My name is AJ, and I hate it when an alien spaceship lands in the middle of the playground. You probably think that's some kind of joke, but it's not. A joke would be like, why do seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels. And here's a picture of AJ and maybe what a bagel would look like. Get it? Seagulls, bagels, bagels. Anyway, the point is that it was no joke. The other day at elementary school, an alien spaceship actually landed in the middle of the playground. For real. Let me explain. It was right after lunch, and me and the gang were at recess with our teacher, Mr. Granite. I borrowed a football from Michael, who never ties his shoes. I was throwing it back and forth with Ryan, who will eat anything, even stuff that isn't food. Michael was playing on the monkey bars with Alexia, this girl who rides a skateboard all the time, and Neil, who we call the nude kid, even though he wears clothes. Hey, AJ, Michael shouted, give me the football back. It's my turn. In a minute, I hollered. We're not done yet. You should give Michael his ball, Arlo, said Andrea Young, this annoying girl with curly brown hair. She calls me by my real name because she knows I don't like it. When you borrow something from somebody, you should return it when they ask for it. When are you going to return your face to the ugly person you borrowed it from? I asked Andrea. Oh, snap, said Ryan. That's mean, said Emily. Andrea's crybaby friend. It was none of Andrea's beeswax. I could tell she was going to say something mean to me, but she didn't get the chance because that's when the weirdest thing happened in the history of the world. Look, up in the sky, shouted Michael. It's a bird, shouted Ryan. It's a plane, shouted Neil. What's it? No, actually it was a bird and a plane. You see birds and planes in the sky all the time. What's the big deal? I went back to throwing the football around with Ryan. But a minute later, I noticed Mr. Granite. He was staring up at the sky. He had a weird expression on his face. Look, up in the sky, shouted Alexia. It's a bird, shouted Ryan. It's a plane, shouted Neil. No, it's a spaceship, shouted Michael. Yes, it was a spaceship. You probably still think I'm making all this up, but it's true. So the book goes on, it says on the back, Mr. Granite is leaving. That means there's going to be a new third grade teacher, but Mr. Cooper is even weirder than Mr. Granite. He thinks the best way to teach is to come to school disguised as a superhero. What happens when a real superhero is needed? Will Mr. Cooper protect the school from evil or just embarrass it to death? So to find out more from The Weirdest School, Mr. Cooper is Super, you have to go to the library or your nearest bookstore and find, this is book number 1 in the My Weirdest School series by Dan Gutman. Enjoy, have a beautiful Saturday, and I will see you next week for Read Aloud Saturday. Bye-bye.